Zankyou No Terror episode 10, the next to last episode came out, and god damn, a lot of stuff happened in this episode, man. I was like, I'm telling you, every time I watch one of these episodes, man, I'm always sitting on the edge of my seat, just like, what's about to happen? What's about to happen? What's about to happen? And then the climax happens, and I'm just like, holy shit. So, it turns out that Nine turned himself in to the police. He showed up to the police station. He said, I'm Sphinx #1 that everybody's looking for, and he actually put on his mask. He turned himself into the... I wasn't expecting that. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, where is he going? But I wasn't expecting him to turn himself into the police. So he turns himself into the police. And then we see that Five is in the hospital. You know, her body is deteriorating. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it's because of the experiments that were happening to her. I don't know. But she's sick. You know what I'm saying? And she's in the hospital. And we see that 12 is like on a pier type of beach deal with Lisa or whatever. We see that. And we also see Shibazaki. I'm assuming that was his wife or something that he was talking to when he was at that house. I don't know who it was, but we see that. But to get back to Nine, he shows up to the police station, turns himself in, and he demands, you know, that Shibazaki be the one that he, you know, confesses all of this stuff to. But the police chief lets him know that Shibazaki has been suspended and that he will handle all the questions that, all the things that Nine wanted to say to Shibazaki, he will handle it. And Nine requests a press conference to be held at 8 o'clock at a specific location to talk about God knows what. And then we see that Five does not want anyone else to have Nine. She says that she doesn't want anyone else to have Nine except for herself. So she's going to pursue Nine, even if it means taking on the Japanese police to take him away from those people. Then we see that Shibazaki is going to meet with the Mamiya guy, the guy who was in charge of the Athena plan, the Athena project. He goes to meet with him, and that dude looks creepy as shit. He's an impish sort of old Japanese man, and the detail in his face, because of the amount of bags and age that happen on his face, he just looks creepy as shit. He's just sitting in the bed, and he's talking about how this was done because after Japan lost the war, it lost its pride. You know, he said that the Athena plan was to build a superhuman so that advanced weaponry like was obsolete. Not obsolete, but it wasn't needed because the human was going to be somewhat of the ultimate weapon because they're going to be able to do all this type of stuff. You know, so he was going to build some super soldiers for the most part. And he said that this was going to reinvigorate Japan, and you know, this was going to bring some pride back to the country. And she was like, just like, man, that's bullshit, man. You did this out of your own selfishness, and I won't forgive you. And the guy's just like on some gangster shit. You were just kind of like, oh, what you gonna tell the police? You know what I'm saying? Like, your voice is gonna be lost to the storm even before anybody can hear it. And I was just like, oh, that's a gangster fucking line. Like, that was some cold shit to say to a motherfucker as you confessing to him. And then she was like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna scream until somebody hears me. And then one of Mamiya's butlers comes in, and he's just like, oh, it looks like Sphinx has surrendered. And then we see that Shibazaki is going to the police chief, and he's like, hey, let me talk to him, let me go in there and see him because I know him more than anybody else and all that type of stuff. And the guy's just like, hey, leave this up to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just leave it to me, dude. I'm taking responsibility for this. Leave it to me. And he slides Shibazaki the address of the place that they're gonna meet at. Meanwhile, 12 is like having an internal battle with himself because he betrayed 9, and Lisa just like, what are we gonna do? And he takes us to a theme park, you know what I'm saying? And he just kind of trying to just enjoy, I guess, not enjoy it, but he just trying to forget about what he did by trying to be normal. I'm sorry. And Lisa's just like, you know, I was happy when you came and saved me. So when you come towards 9, he's gonna be happy too. That's what she kind of pretty much said in a way. And I'm still waiting on some confirmation that some type of way Lisa had to be a part of this shit. I don't know why, but they keep showing this character when they were in the facility with the Athena plan. They keep showing this character, and it looks just like Lisa. It looks too much like her for that not to be her. But anyway, 12 again, he's having that internal struggle with himself, and then we see 5 actually take her plan into action. I mean, there's no fucks given on her part. Her guy, wasn't it Clarence? He calls up the head of the police. He's just like, so you're gonna acquiesce to the needs of the terrorists, but not to the American government. Please give me a favorable answer. And then fucking 5 is just like, hey, since we can't do it this way, just some random guys, a random military force will be fine, right? And so she just has a fucking force to go after 5. Every fucking vehicle that could have held him, she goes after it, man, and she fucking just takes them all out. And then they find the car that 9 is in, and 5 herself jumps in the car and goes after 9. I was just like, oh shit, and 5. I mean, and 9 knew it. He was just like, 5's here, like she's already here, so he already knew what was going down. And she takes out that car, man. She fucking makes it spin out because she shoots the tires and she starts shooting at the car. She gets in front of it and she shoots the guy driving. You know what I'm saying? Like, she shoots him dead. She shoots him. I was just like, holy shit. And the car spun out and he hit this. But before that, though, 12 showed up on his motorcycle, and he was able to distract 5 long enough for 9 to get out of the car as it hit the wall or whatever. And she's shooting at 9, and he drops what looks like a flash bang, but it was kind of like a smoke grenade, so because it kind of blew up. You know what I'm saying? And it was smoky, and it made her hit a wall or whatever. And he fell off his motorcycle. He's all banged up and stuff on the ground. And the guy Clarence points his gun at 5. He's just like, listen, I'm gonna leave you your duties. You're breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? You are insubordinate when it comes to orders. And, you killed somebody just now. You know what I'm saying? So, and your health is deteriorating. So this is reason enough for me to relieve you of your duties. And he makes a call on his mic. He's just like, hey, listen, get a new set of cars to pursue the suspect, because they're trying to get the location of this atomic bomb. I almost said atom bomb. Or this atomic bomb, you know what I'm saying, that 9 and 12 have captured or whatever. They're trying to get the location of it. But then she fucking shoots that guy. She fucking shoots and kills Clarence. I'm just like, well, what the fuck? And she's like, I told you, nobody can have 9. I won't let anybody have 9. I'm just like, whoa, this bitch is crazy as fuck. I have no idea what's going on right now. And then we see that 5 is kind of running, you know what I'm saying? I mean, damn, 9 is kind of running, and we see just some headlights, and it's 5, and she's just coming at him, and he turns around, and he just starts emptying the clip, you know what I'm saying? And he shoots, and she hits a wall or whatever, like the car spins around, and she hits a wall, and he jumps out of the way, and she gets out of the car, like, you see blood. So I'm like, okay, he must have shot her. I don't know where, but he must have shot her. And she gets out of the car, and she points the gun at him, and she's like, I always wanted to beat you, but I could never beat you, And then she says, it's because of you that I'm alive. Like, you are the one who let me live. So you have to live for me now. And I'm just like, what? And then she literally like bends down and kisses him. I was like, huh? What? And then she's like, I'm going on ahead, 9. And she gets next to the car and she shoots like the gas that was leaking from the fuselage, and she shoots it and blows herself up and kills herself. I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, what is happening? And he actually was just like 5, you know what I'm saying? Like, concerned for him. It's like, what the fuck happened? Like, what? And then after that, they're waiting for the press conference to happen. Like, what's going on? Like, where is this press conference supposed to happen? And then we see like a balloon being held down by something, and all the restraints lift. And then we see a box just getting lifted into the air, like very, very, very slowly. And then the message comes on, and he says, Sphinx number 1, due to your interference, the press conference is canceled. Sorry again. He said, due to your interference, the press conference is canceled. This is an automated voice. This is an automated message set up to play in the event of interference. The last bomb has been set, and the last bomb is an atomic bomb. No one can stop it now, and it's set to detonate at 10 p.m. So, to all residents of Japan, goodbye. He takes off his mask and says goodbye, and that's how this episode ends. And I was just like, we only got one more episode left. I don't know what's gonna happen. We only got one episode left. I guess that's why he didn't give a fuck about showing his face, because everybody's gonna die. Everybody's gonna die if this truly goes all the way that he wants it to go off. Everybody's gonna die. It's like, what the fuck? Let me know what you guys thought about this episode, man. Let me know what you think about this series. Wow. Bash Stampede gone.